John, from arguably the centre of the universe, from Broxtowe, my constituency, which I have a great honour to represent. John's calling in. Hi, John. Whereabouts are you from in Broxtowe?
Well, Anna, before I go on, because I'm absolutely frustrated and I'm absolutely... I can't even put it into words what you've done.
Well, where do you live in Broxtowe?
Well, I'm not even going to give up my personal information to you, Anna. I'm phoning up because I care for the Conservative Party.
And you live in Broxtowe?
Yes, I do.
Are you a member of Broxtowe Conservatives?
Well, yes, I am.
Are you?
And I'm not going to... What, you don't know every single one of us, do you?
Well, that's really interesting, because I do know all the activists.
On the phone. You're going to give me an interrogation on the phone like you did the other chap earlier on.
No, it's all right. Go on.
You're not going to give me a chance to actually ask a question as you sit there in the limelight.
Yeah.
You've waited for this to happen. You've been frustrated, as you've used the word frustrated. You've used terminology today, such as the far right, then you apologise almost to the other chap who said he supported his liberal views. You say things which are derogatory in the community which you are part of. You say things which are words. You can say the words. Words are have effect.
What's your question, John?
The question I'm going to ask you, Anna, is you say you're a principal woman, or you make out you're a principal woman, and you wouldn't go back to the Conservative Party. When the vote was done, when the referendum vote happened, you went back straight out onto the streets outside the House of Commons and got on a podium and said that you wasn't really happy with the referendum.
No, I wasn't.
You've been stirring it up since then. You believe in democracy, but you don't believe in the vote of 17.5 million people.
Never said that.
No,
I do believe in the vote.
We're sitting here today. You're in the limelight today because you've given an opportunity to talk to the people. You've been running around with your own cohorts for so many months and so many years, listening to them.
I'm trying to listen to you. What's your question?
Well, the question I'm asking you is, you're not a Democrat, are you?
You just keep making these assertions. Ask a question.
I'm asking the question. Don't you be so rude, Anna. You've been rude to all your constituents by doing what you just done. You should have a by-election. You should stand up for what your principles are, and then let the people vote. Talking about a people's vote, you should have a people's vote against you.
Right.
It should be the people in your constituents.
Who is you?
For you.
You.
And voted for you.
Like you
to
did.
Get into, well, let me ask you this, Anna. You're asking me questions with a question. I'm asking you directly.
Yeah.
Do you believe in democracy?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you put it back to the people of your constituents to let them decide whether or not you should be still in power in your position?
Can I answer your question?
That is the question.
Let me now answer the question, please.
Don't answer me through trickery like you've been talking all
Can I
morning.
just answer your question?
Carry on.
Can I answer your question?
Yes, answer it.
Right. I don't believe there should be a by-election because my views, my principles, everything that I stood for when I got elected in 2017, the same as 2015, the same as 2010, haven't changed. It's my party that's changed. In fact, it's our party because you're a member of Broxtowe Conservatives, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
But you won't tell us where you live.
Now, can I just say, Anna, before I go...
Have we ever met each other, John? Can I ask a question? Have you and I ever met?
I think we met once.
Right. So
I was with some people.
Right. Was that at a Broxtowe Conservatives do?
Yes,
I don't think Have you ever delivered a leaflet for Broxtowe Conservatives?
What has this got to do, Anna, with what I'm asking today? I think you're very insecure with the questioning I'm asking.
No, I'm very relaxed, actually.
With the words of trickery.
Why is it a trick to ask you whether you've ever delivered a leaflet for Broxtowe Conservatives?
I would deliver a leaflet tomorrow with you out, Anna.
So you've never delivered a leaflet for Broxtowe Conservatives? Even in the borough council elections?
You was asking the chap earlier on, is he a member of UKIP? You couldn't answer him. You couldn't answer him whether or not it was right what you were doing, and you wouldn't go back to the people in your local constituents whether or not they should have another vote to get you out or in. Now, you're saying you
Did you vote for me in... Did you vote for me at the last general election, John?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Even though you're a member of Broxtowe Conservatives, you didn't vote for the Conservative candidate.
Who's not genuine, who doesn't believe in...
Do you know what, John? I don't think you're genuine.
It really is frustrating.
I really don't.
Early retirement is the best way forward for you.
Really? I don't... I'm afraid I'm really struggling, John. Tell you what, send me an email and then we can have a conversation the next time I'm in wherever you are in Broxtowe. Let's now talk to Michael. Lisa, what do you think? Calling in from Andover. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Anna. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Jolly good. What do I think? I think Brexit has caused lots of disagreements amongst communities and amongst friends and even family. But we did have a vote. It was quite clear who won. And what most of all we don't appreciate are MPs trying to fudge that decision that we all made, 17.5 million of us.
And obviously you voted leave.
I did vote leave, but I told the researcher a little fib, and I said I voted remain because he wants... Yeah, but Anna, the thing is, he said he wanted a balanced view, but frankly, the people that have been calling in have all said that they voted to remain.
No, they really seriously haven't.
I've been listening, and they have.
Well, listen, no disrespect, lovely. I've been taking the calls, and I can assure you, I think we've done a good job at getting the balance, but we've had some very angry leave voters. So, to be fair, they are being fair. Sorry, I've been here since...
In fairness, you do get paid an awful lot of money to have to take your electorate's views on certain things, and I feel that, you're asking if you were brave doing what you
did. I didn't actually say were we brave.
I don't think you
I didn't
are
ask
brave.
that question. I didn't say was I brave. I said was I right.
You
no,
asked, was I brave
please.
to do what I did yesterday?
If I did, I make...
What would be brave, Anna, is if you went back to your electorate back in Broxtowe and you gave them the opportunity to vote for you or against you, and I think you'd have a surprise.
How do you know that?
Because...
How do you know that?
Because you MPs, okay, you get these platforms whereby you can get up there and you can speak and you can tell us what people are saying to you. But frankly, we all talk. I'm a 57-year-old woman that works in local authority for an absolute and utter pittance, okay?
Right.
Now, you're not in that situation.
No.
Now, if I applied for a job that was beyond my capabilities and I started doing the job and then I confessed, oh, no, sorry, I don't agree with that, I'm not going to do it, I'd be sacked immediately. How do you keep your job?
Sorry, I was elected... Hang on, let me... Hang on a moment. I was elected... Right, which is a great honour and a great privilege to represent everybody in my constituency. The majority of people in my constituency didn't vote for me.
Yes, on a manifesto.
No, you're not listening. No, excuse me.
I am listening to you.
Right. First of all, the manifesto I stood on has pretty much been ripped up in any event. But my views and my values and my principles haven't changed at all. But I'm actually elected to represent everybody in Broxtowe, not just the people that voted for me. 45% of people in Broxtowe voted for me, which means the majority of people in Broxtowe didn't vote for me. So do I ignore them? Do I put them to one side and never listen to them and never represent them?
Well, no, of course
Exactly.
you don't do that. But what you do, Anna, is you stand by what you promised, and you promised to stand by the referendum.
And I have done that.
The referendum went one way.
So where have I not done that? Where have I not done that, Lisa?
By
having a view
about a people's vote, which we've already had.
But we have a democracy. I know you don't agree with me, but we are a democracy, and I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Anna, have the balls to go to your Broxtowe constituency and put yourself up for another vote to see if people actually want you to represent them.
They elected me in 2017 with my views on Brexit very well known. Nothing's changed.
That's not the impression I'm getting from the callers. The chap who actually phoned from Broxtowe, from the Conservative organisation, was 100% correct in everything he said.
Except he'd never actually delivered... Well, I think we listened to him quite a lot, and we discovered he'd only met me once. He's never delivered a leaflet, and he wouldn't tell us whereabouts he lived in Broxtowe, unlike the caller that then phoned in from Broxtowe, who had no problem saying he lived in Towton. It's a funny old world we've created. Listen, Lisa, thank you very much for your comments. Thank you for your call. We're going to...